Good morning, good morning. This is Pierre Laguerre here, your daily motivator, always here to challenge, inspire, and motivate you. So on this beautiful morning of Sunday, I'm sitting here and watching the ocean. It's gorgeous, but I'm ready to get started with you on episode 454 today. So my question to you today is, how are you using your words? How exactly are you using your words? Are you using words of power, or are you using words that actually make your potential clients, your ideal client especially, run from you? So I know it's only Sunday and I'm already starting. We are going once again to look at your sales and marketing this week. And I'm going to give you more ammunition to make sure that whatever ads you're putting out there, you are attracting your ideal client instead of pushing them away from you. So, as you know, marketing is the process of attracting prospects. You are in a business of absolutely generating leads first and foremost. And of course, once you've generated these leads, you turn the suspects into prospects and ultimately start converting them to customers that eventually become raving fans. But all that requires that you have a process. So as I'm sitting here, I want to remind you that if you're not marketing, and if you're not the lead marketer and salesperson of your company, you need to become that person, especially if you're running a small business. You need to wear that hat before you can ever delegate it. You need to be the best salesperson. You need to be the best marketer. So let's understand what words can do for us. And understand with me here that we're talking about having the right copy on your ads. I know. Already I can hear you. Why do I need to advertise again? For the same reason you need to attract the right prospects. If the right prospects are coming close, now the only issue that will remain is that of conversion. Converting them from a prospect to a customer. But before you can attract that prospect, you have to be speaking the right words to them. And understand, you don't have to become a master copywriter for your business to work, but you need to learn some basics of copywriting. Now, before I go any further, let me ask you a question. Who are the people that make the most money using words today? Yep, you could say it. Advertisers? Absolutely. But really, advertising is done with the right copy. Copywriters are the ones that are making the most money because they're the ones, just like those who write for Saturday Night Live and a ton of sitcoms, they are using words and creating scenes out of those words. So in the same way, a copywriter is gonna mean a world of difference to an ad that bums or blows versus an ad that actually attracts the right clients. So understand this with me here. Words absolutely captivate. The wrong words will push people away. But the right words will attract. Attract who? Attract the people that they are addressing. So number one, when you are speaking to your market, you need to grab attention. You need to speak to the people. You need to address your audience. Address them by name. Realtors, entrepreneurs. But make sure you delve as far down as possible to make sure that group knows you're speaking to them. If I say small business owners, a lot of people are turning around. But if I say painters, finally I'm addressing a specific cross size of the market, right? A specific individual. If I say trapezists, I'm again addressing a specific market. So you have to understand, if you're going to speak to a market, you need to speak to them by name. If you're calling out realtors, guess what? All realtors will turn around. But then the next key to keeping their attention is what you're going to say. What exactly do you want to say to realtors, to dentists, not just doctors, dentists? What do you want to say to plastic surgeons? What is it that you want to say to every specific group? And I think this is one place that a lot of times we're missing the mark with our words in our ads. we're not calling out the target audience. Because again, think of it this way. If you were in a crowd and somebody called out your name, even though it would be, let's say, a huge crowd and somebody else has the same name as you do, you'd probably turn around, even if you don't recognize that voice. So again, when you go into a target audience, they may not know you. They may not even like you or trust you. And of course, it starts with knowing you. The first thing you have to do is call them out. And then with your headline, get their attention. So you may be saying, I'm going to need help constructing that right headline. Say no more. Podcast number 444, that's where I speak to you about 5 components of a powerful headline. So just go ahead and review it sometimes to see what those 5 components are. But at the end of the day, I'm coming to you to tell you that your words are making a difference. Your words are making a difference. And here's a short story for you. This company hired a copywriter to help them with their ads. And the copywriter went in and he put something very specific where he called out the audience and gave them a headline that grabbed their attention. So the guys got really, what's the word I want to say? Prideful, yes. The marketers in the company, they got prideful. They're like, what this guy did, we can do as well. So number one, they went to him and said, why are you so expensive? He says, well, let's look at the value that I bring. And indeed, his ad, when he came in and he actually used the right words, their increase of prospects went up by 67%. That's a huge difference versus what they were doing prior. So they're like, we can do the same thing. So they let him go and they went ahead and fired up their ads. Well, needless to say, the next month, their conversion rate in terms of prospects decreased tremendously. And of course, that guy was on the side, he did see the ad, and he knew that this was not going to pull in the same amount of prospects. And of course, eventually they called him back, but they weren't willing to pay him what he's worth. So again, remember, the people that are making the most money with words in this world are copywriters, lawyers, publicists, speakers. Yep, speakers as well. And I even know some podcasters right now that are pulling 6 figures a month on their podcast because they're leveraging words. So your plan is to make sure you are using the right words in your ads, right? You want to make sure you're calling out your target market. And again, this is just a small reminder. I just want to give you something that you can take out there with you. I'm not going to take much more of your time, but simply to tell you, use your words expressly, meaning use the right words to the right target market to pull them into the right offer. Tomorrow I'll talk to you more about the benefits that you need to put in front of people, because a lot of times once we call out the target market, that audience, we forget that now we need to address them. So on tomorrow's podcast, I'll be addressing some key mistakes that sometimes we make and we forget the importance of addressing their needs. This has been Pierre Laguerre. I am absolutely looking forward to always challenging you, inspiring you, and motivating you to take action when it comes to your business as the head marketer and the head salesperson, but also always here to move you forward one step at a time. I'll catch you on the next episode. Have a great day.